Anando Brahma Vajanat, that very Upanishad says. The bliss, the infinite happiness is the absolute truth. And when the truth manifests in a form, each cell, each particle of his limbs are composed of bliss. And in the form of Sri Krishna, the bliss is so overflowing that it spills out through his lips. And then through the passage of flute music, Krishna distributes it throughout the world. The same liquid bliss reached the heart of milkmaids of Vrindavan. They became filled with ecstasy, their feet moved in dance, lips moved in songs, their surrounding is charged with intoxicating bliss and love and peace. And then it spilled out, streamed and overflowed. Out of them it became enjoyable by Lord Krishna himself. The Brahm, the absolute truth, cannot make himself an object of sight, nor can he make himself an object of joy. But when the same him, his bliss, comes back from the milkmaids as vritti, then that personified bliss is not only able to give form to himself, but also become the very object of their joy. The way, the process, the Brahma turns himself object of perception as well as object of enjoyment has a sequence, my dear friends. Just like the fountain flow has a system, a sequence, the same way ambrosial flow of the great mystic event has a sequence. And it is Krishna himself, absolute Brahm itself, that is pouring out bliss, echoing, re-echoing, vibrating, resounding in and through the entire Vrindavan in the form of flute music. This flute music is the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam, my dear friends. It is God himself. It just makes you transcend the relativity and arise unto the absolute. In the form of Hit Sakhi, it is this flute of the Lord who holds love-intoxicated, fainted Sri Radha and Sri Krishna in her lap and awakens them. In this form, according to Sri Radha Vallabha Sampradaya, eternal pure experience personified, assuming the form of a bewitchingly beautiful milkmaid, she serves Radha and Krishna in the secret bower of Vrindavan during their private pastimes, my dear friends. In Vraja Vrindavan, she spreads the nectar of the joy of love of Krishna, and later in our age comes to us assuming the form of Krishna love, enlightened Acharya, the prophet of Bhakti Yoga. It is the grandest miracle of the Lord that this inert, hollow, knotted, burnt, with many holes, dry bamboo becomes so great that it becomes fount and source of innumerable tunes and melodies and sounds which go on transforming heart and mind of people in so many integrated forms that cannot be obtained even by rigorous hard labor of millions of years, spending billions of dollars, using Herculean efforts with refined intelligence. It cannot be obtained. This is the flute music. What Ashtanga Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Maharajadhiraj Yoga and Tantra cannot offer in countless years. This music offers in an instant, my dear friends. Vrindavana ek sundar jori खेलत जहाँ तहाँ वंशी वच Nandanandana Vrishabhanu Kishori Brajabhumi Mohini Mai Jani Mohani Kunya Mohana Sri Vrindavan Mohana Yamuna Pani Sri Bhatke Prabhu Mohana Nagar Mohani Radharani Sri Radha Muralidharo Mitho Asanto Gayanto Smaragagatam Smarodmadhanto. Now, my dear friends, I am leading you into Venugitam. Shri Shukdev Ji Maharaj says, Krishnam nirekshya vanito savarupashilam Srutva cha tat konita venu vichitra gitam Devyo vimanagadaya smaranonnasara Bhrashyadasuna kavara mumur vinivya. First, reddish golden silk dress and other items of peculiar decoration is described. Now, his song is described. Deers can see him from close, but the celestial ladies cannot. They can only listen from a distance. The celestial beings of many different planets have been traveling on their spaceships over the Vrindavan. Vanita, the word which is used in this verse, Vanita means, according to Amarkosh, a young lady in whose heart love has grown out of proportion. Such ladies, well decorated with their hubbies, riding their airplanes, were flying above the land of Vrindavan. They heard the flute music. They were touched at the heart. They looked below as their planes are all see-through. They saw Niriksha very carefully inspected. What they saw? The sapphirish light. A youth whose beauty, grace and amiability were highly tasty, matchless. They were so drawn, they went lost in oblivion, my dear friends. Their dress and their decorations, their hair braids, all loosened up. Former, flowers from their hair slipped away from their hair tie and rolled and fell down on the forest path one by one. Their clothes too got slackened, their consciousness sank deep, neck deep in love of Krishna. Three things happened. First, the cream of heart, the passion was lost. Second, they were richly decorated, thought Krishna will go dance about looking at us. That all got slackened away, braid loosened, flowers slipped down, and third, knots of their clothes too got untied, and those also slipped away. Krishna and deers kept exchanging glances, peacocks too and cows too, but celestials could not see Krishna because they got fainted and fell on their airplane. Such was the powerful miracle of love of Sri Krishna, my dear friends. Gavascha Krishna Mukhaner Gata Venugita Piyosha Muttabhita Karna Putai Pibantya Shavasnutastanapaya Kavalasmatasthur Govindamatmanidrishastru Kalas Prishantya. There were vast lands carpeted with lush green grass. Cows were grazing. Many of them were with their calves. They were drinking milk. Their moms' nipples were in their mouths. As soon as the flute music echoed, instantly Uttavita Karna Putai, their ears not only stood erect, but also turned into shape of a cup. Even Kadamba tree leaves turn in the shape of cups. It still produces similar cup leaves. You may still use it to eat your rabdi and yogurt or milk, my dear friends. This Kadamba is under which Krishna stood playing his flute. The descendants of this Kadamba still exist in Vrindavan, filling the music nectar in their ear cups. They are drinking and drinking and drinking, and they too have run down and standing around Krishna. So much Vatsalya rasa grew in their heart, seeing Krishna, that started flowing as milk from their nipples. Milk pouring down, and they are simply gazing unwinkingly to Krishna under the Kadamba tree. The unchewed grass is still in their mouth, forgot to chew. Their babies drinking their milk also forgot to drink, to swallow. They even forgot to swallow the milk which they have already gotten in their mouth. What's happening inside them? Shukdev Maharaj says, Govindamatmanidrisha Srukala Prishantya. They experience the embrace of the Lord in the realm of their inner being. Consequently, their eyes are filled with tears of love and joy. If you are financially broken down, you just go to Vrindavan and sit under any tree, take refuge in that tree, just take a vow to sit under that particular tree, and you will see the miracle. Goddess of fortune comes out of that tree. It turns out to be the desired tree. Clothes, food, water, friends, everything you will be provided by that tree. The tree will take care of your life. Same way, if you cannot meditate well, just close your eyes after a nice shower and think of a snow-white seaside holy cow. Just visualize the holy cow of Vrindavan, and Krishna will come on his own account. That's for sure. Prayo batam bhavyaga munayo vanesmin Krishnekshitam taduditam kalavenugitam Arohyaye drumabhujan ruchirapramalan Shrinvantyamilidadrisho vigatanyavacha Vihayasa gachanti divyaga, my dear friends. Those who travel by flying is vihag. Many siddhas, yogis and munis have assumed the form of birds. They long to fly up there wherever Krishna goes. Many reside in Vrindavan assuming the form of trees so that they would not be kicked out of here. Others take the form of birds to stay free and fly free and see the pastimes of Sri Krishna. They sit on the tree of the Vedas. The Vedas have 1131 branches. Each branch has many twigs and offshoots. They make their nest nearby. And what they do, my dear friend? Shenvantyami lekadrisho vigatanyavacha. They don't do yoga sadhana. They do not close their eyes. They don't meditate. They don't go in samadhi. They gaze lovingly to Krishna with unwinking eyes. They listen to to the flute music of Krishna and Vigatanyavacha. They transcend Shabda Brahm. They go beyond the formal speech. They enter the realm of eternal silence. Nadyastada tadupadharya mukunda gitam avartalakchitamano bhavabhagnavega aulinganasthagitamurmibhujairmurare krishnanti padayugalam kamalopahara, in whose heart divine love is born, poetry dance on his or her tongue tips. Goddess of knowledge resides on her speech. Whole life becomes a grand orchestra. Entire world becomes full of dance and ecstasies. Gopis say, as soon as the river Yamuna heard Lord Mukunda's flute music, she rose in high waves to encircle Mukunda in her ambrosial embrace. Well, who is Mukunda, dear friend? Mukhe kundavat haso yachasa Mukunda, in whose countenance there is always pleasantness of Kundakali blossom. He is Mukunda, or Muktim dadati iti Mukunda, one who releases, delivers, uplifts from the terrible bondage and makes you enlightened. He is Mukunda, or Mukum Muktim Dadyati, one who cuts off all selfishness-based wants, including enlightenment, is Mukunda. Okay? So his flute music, this Mukunda's flute music gave the river some ears. As soon as she got ears, she heard it, then mind was also awakened. After the mind got established, the desire to unite with the beloved also arose. It grew as strong as mighty willpower. River has tremendous force. She got too heavy a desire. Consequently, big water rills were formed all over her length and width. Because they stopped flowing, the flow went in circle upon the circle, spinning in rill pools, many. And Gopis said, "Oh dear Krishna, look what a great love Yamunaji has for you." She was flowing happily, dancingly. She whirled about in ecstasy. Now she cannot go. She rose to touch your feet through the hands of her wave, but could not reach you. Helpless, hopeless, she became. Her heartbreak is seen through her countless water rills. Okay, look. Avartalakchitamano bhagna. Great compassion rose in the heart of Sri Krishna. He walked up to the river beach, Kalindi pool. And lo, the river came and encircled his lotus feet with arms of waves and offered a fully bloomed, perfuming lotus blossom at his feet. Alingana Nagidamurmibhujairmurare Grinandi Badayugalam Kamalopahara. देखो सुंदरता की सिवा जमुना तीर कदम्ब की छैया ठाड़े भुज ग्रीवा. Gopis' agony increased, my dear. Even peacocks and deers and does and cows and birds and rivers can do it. and they cannot make it. What a great peril! Another gopi said, at least these beings belong to our Vrindavan. Don't you see, friend, the clouds in the sky? And all gopis looked up above, my dear friend, to the sky, and they sang, Drishtva tape vrajapashon sarama gopai sancharayantam anuvenu mudirayantam prema pravriddha udita kusumavalivi Sakhyurvyadhatso apujam budayatapatram. O cloud, your form is composed of smoke, heat and air. Still you got so big a heart. As soon as you see our beloved Lord posturing cows in sharp sunshine and also playing his flute, then Prema pravriddha udita kusumavalivi. Then you too go filled with oceanic gigantic love and grow fat was. In your fatness, only love is filled inside you. Pravriddha. And then placing yourself like an umbrella between scorching sun and our Krishna. Sakhyurvyadhat savapusham udayatapatram. You begin to shower on him tiny droplets of water as if you were showering small white flowers on him. This way you are offering your life, your very self upon him. How highly fortunate you are! This wonderful way of your Amran relationship is highly praiseworthy. My dear Giriraj, thank you, thank you. Oh, Meghraj, thank you, thank you, thank you. And gopis asked, dear friend, what is this Amrayan relationship? And the gopis replied, dear friend, listen, a gentleman went to a city and entered a big house. The house owner came and asked, sir, what can I do for you? He replied, nothing of course, since you are my relative, so I came to meet you. I am so glad. And the owner was surprised and asked, sir, what relation do we have? Oh, I love mangoes, he said. I love mangoes. We love to eat throughout summer. And you have a mango tree right at your door. So that's our relationship. Since our beloved Gopi says, since our beloved has sapphire hue, blue like cloud, and got a name Ghanasham, so cloud too is called Shamaghan, blue cloud. He conceived a relationship with similar namesake. In India it is believed if you happen to see the moon on the 4th of the Bhadra's bright fortnight, you will get false blame alleged to you. Even false charges filed against you, and you get false warrant and false arrest, and then you get false imprisonment just for a small thing, seeing the moon on the wrong night. But look at this turn of event. A gopi of Vrindavan collected worship materials and stood on the roof on Bhadra's bright 4th night and stood before the moon, ready to worship. Devarshi Narada was. He could not stand it. He could not stop his curiosity. He appeared before the gopi and asked the secret. And the gopi denied to reveal. But Naradji insisted again and again and again, and she told him with great difficulty, tears in her eyes, there is great talk in Vrajamandal of one secret relationship with Krishna, O Naradji. To whomsoever glance of Krishna falls, she feels great, she is praised and taken as fortunate of the day. Krishna loves her. This talk is great benediction. I am not that fortunate, O Devarshi. Krishna never looked at me. He never looks at me. Therefore, I long for a false blame that Krishna loves me. At least this false rumor can hurl. So I am offering my worship to the Lord of false blame to have that sweet tickling blame within this week. My dear gopis. So cloud got Amran friendship relation with Krishna and Krishna accepted that. That's why Shukdev affirmed it. Sakyurvedat. But he does not manipulate. He does not manipulate Krishna. No. He does not exploit him at all. Rather he submits all whatever he has and stretches out his fattened body as an umbrella over him and showers teensy cool droplets to relieve the fatigue and heat and humidity caused stuffiness. So apusham budayat patram atapan trayate iti atapatran, or umbrella. Cloud is such a wonderful guy who turns his whole body into umbrella. Gopis say this luck is available to cloud alone. We gopis are devoid of it, my dear. My blissful gorgeous self, these 13 verses are called Simhavalokan. To unfold the mystery of love, it unveils one after another. First, in whose heart love is going to awaken, the invisible hands fill his being with immense trust, unshakable trust, and an unfathomable love. Telepathically, you will begin to know what your beloved might be doing, how he looks, how he walks, how he talks, and how he laughs. You love each of them very much. Gopis, see what Krishna is doing in the forest, how he looks, what he has dressed today at this moment, how does he sing, how he is acting, and much, much more. Almost everything they know. This all-knowingness of love wipes out all distances, all delays, and of course the very otherness of physicality. The eternal oneness of love trance is established, my dear friends, then. Thirdly, as soon as they hear flute music, sattvic bhavas and anubhavas arise. Then they find even bamboos are celebrating festival, even ponds are enthralled, even trees are shedding tears of love. Forth comes a complete pin drop silence across the entire existence, except the beloved and the peacock. One is playing flute, other is dancing. Beloved is showering love, infinite peace spreading. Fifth is worship of the beloved through tear-filled loving glances. There is no need of knowledge. Whom we love, there is no need to find out who he is, what is his former records and past history, native place. Drop being FBI, drop being LIU guy. If there is doubt, then you go on with your most offending questions of his whereabouts. But in love, if you are honest and come for yoga of love, then however one is, he is. Just fall in love. Don't just wet your fingertips. Go sink neck deep in the very first step, the very first glance. In sixth, even the goddesses are lost in oblivion. Their dresses and decorations all got slackened. The whole world is transcended, gotten out of mind. In seventh, cows are described, my dear friend. Even eating food, feeding babies, resting, all are transcended. Tears in their eyes, touch of the beloved in their heart permeates in and through all. In eighth, great yogis and munis and rishis have assumed the form of birds, observed silence and celebrating life through looking lovingly to the beloved with unwinking eyes. In the ninth, fortunate river Yamuna is described. How is her love, her offering, her majesticity, her surrender, all are marvelous. In the tenth came clouds, a symbol of service after the worship. They roll down and stretch out themselves into vast umbrella to offer shade to the beloved and serve him. Purna Pulindavurugaya Padam Jaraga Sri Kumkumena Daita Stanamanditena Taddarshanasmararuja Tinarushitena Limpantayana Kuche Shujahustadare. My dear friends, whole humanity is one caste. Animal is second caste, bird is the third caste, angels are fourth, ghosts are fifth, and there are plenty. Because Akriti Vyanga, Akriti Grahana Jati, caste is distinguished according to your physical appearance. As Plato says, if you are two-legged animal, you are human caste. So what are those castes called in as Shudra, Vaishya, Kshatriya and Brahmin? Well, that's Varna Vyangya, Sanskriti Vyangya Jati. Okay? Those castes are products of culture according to description. That's based on your IQ level, a particular vocational skill, your talents, your faculties. Okay? So according to the same culture, forest-dwelling Pulindia are Bhilanis, are Shabris, are fifth caste. But of the same human caste as the nature has produced, okay? Remember this. Because of not understanding this, the Indian politicians have done havoc with our culture. They are same stony face, okay? The Bhilanis are and low IQ level, talented only in forest matters, as American Indians of United States and Australia and South Africa. These are the Pulinda girls with very little pointy talents, good only for poorly survival. So, therefore they are considered low, small, insignificant. But what happened? Something unthinkable happened, my dear. They got most valuable diamond, $100 trillion worth diamond they got. Taddarshanasmararuja. That's the name of that diamond. After getting that, the empire of the whole world becomes just like a trash. That costly is that diamond. From far distance, from the little openings of the leaves, hiding in some bush, they got to see that Lord of our bewitching beauty. And lo, They got that eternal disease, the tormentation to meet him, to touch him, to hear his voice, and to go lost in oblivion in his ambrosial embrace. They got that disease. That's why, ever permeating all-knowing eyes of the gopis, they are recognized as Purna Pulindya. Otherwise, how can these forest dwellers, dark primitives, can be model of human perfection? Gopi said Purna, Purnamada Purnamidam, perfect, complete. But it is so. It is like this. They got the absolute fullness. Purnamada Purnamidam, what Upanishada calls. How they got it? By lusting for God. By luring for God. Okay, that's how they got it. That lusty desire for God is not prohibited in Bhakti Yoga path. Rather, it is praised highly. Whereas in other paths, say in Jnana Yoga, Astanga Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, what to speak of lust, even a simple single wanting for very necessary thing of life is prohibited. You will have to go through criminal proceedings for that, and you will be sentenced with spiritual death penalty. It is that severe punishment. Remember, you can imagine what will happen to you if you lusted for opposite sex. I am not talking now what's happening nowadays. In fact, with your spiritual death penalty, you may still go on running your yoga classes in Western countries, and table-hammering evangelists may go on doing their business, Bible business, and multi-billion-dollar business will continue to convert people into Christianity in poor countries. Nobody will know at all. With all that gatherings and admirers and glamorous platforms and buildings and churches and mosques, even you yourself will go deceived and not be aware that they all are spiritually dead men, dead women. Pulindya girls are well prospering with their lust. It was so strong that they were forgetful of their understanding, undeserving status. They were forgetful of it. They did not know they cannot deserve it. It becomes bhakti. Okay? Bhakti means bhanjanam bhakti, bharjanam bhakti. When it begins, it starts breaking your neck, your skull, your hip, your spine. All are gotten broken down and remade, completely remodeled to match with a new structure that fits, that goes along with the divine love, the bhakti. You don't do the breaking business. Your stormy tormentation for God does the job of breaking jaws and skull and neck and all your bones, all that which don't fit in with the love of God. All that are broken. You already know primitives are very straightforward people. They don't suppress. They know no bashfulness. They wear too little, almost just small coverings on their breasts and hips. Almost nude, but so elegant, so innocently heroic that American nudist club members will be ashamed. They approached Krishna one day and requested, "Oh, divine sire, please bless us. Bless me with your holy ambrosial embrace. We are dying for it." So Krishna is reported to have said, "Meditate first, okay? How do we do that, Lord?" Krishna said, paste kumkum on yourself. Where do we get that? Krishna said, in the shrubs and plants of Vrindavan. Shri kumkumena daita stanamanditena. The speciality of Sanskrit language is, my dear friends, that if you are not authorized to get the meaning, you will never get it. Even you go on reciting the verse 1,000 times. That is why Max Muller, Pargitar, and hundreds of those have made terrible mess on our Vedas. They have done unpardonable offenses to this culture. It is a conscious language, Devi Bhasha, according to your preparation, okay? According to your preparation or level of consciousness or stamina level to handle the meaning, it expresses a piece of meaning, round about your speculation or mental projection. The rest is hidden. Say, the full total is behind the curtain and you have no access to it. So, where from came this saffron mixed kumkum? It just slipped out from the gopis' mouth as well as Shukdevji's too. How the kumkum came on the grass of Vrindavan. If it is there, it must have come from Krishna. And where did Krishna get them? Is it from the Pulindas? If so, then as soon as gopis will find out, they will expel him from their tribe. Okay? They will say, touch me not. You have given Saubhagya Sindur, vermilion of fortune or engagement dot or ring, wedding dot to an untouchable. You are outcasted now, they will say like that. When Lord Krishna returned after killing a demon, Vrishabhasur, who came in the form of a bull, gopis said, do not touch any one of us. You committed sin of bull killing. Keep a distance. Krishna asked, what shall I do then? Without touching you, how shall I survive? How my food shall be digested? And gopis said, do atonement, do prayashchit. Krishna said, which one? And gopis said, go take bath in 68 holy ponds throughout the country. Krishna said, okay, then I am going, see you after. And immediately Sri Radha's eyes were filled with tears. She fainted in oncoming separation. No, 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 let that not be. Gopis requested, Krishna, do something. Krishna came back. I invoke all 68 holy ponds to bring their water here and fill this pond. Let us make pond. Sri Radha dug with her friends. A big pond was born. Krishna also dug with his friends. Thus both ponds, Radha Kund and Krishna Kund, came into existence. All 68 tirthas poured their water into it. Single man's bathing is irreligious, gopis shouted. It will not wipe out your sin of bullicide. Have to be coupled. So tie up your pitambara with the dress of Sri Radha. Then take one dip together in Radha Kund and second in Krishna Kund. And with complete obedience, my dear friends, Krishna did likewise. So gopis are very powerful. Sri Kumkumena Daita Sanamannitena. Come back to our question then, where from came this kumkum? Sri Vallabhacharya says, according to Vaksyan Sutra, there are 84 poses to love. In one of the poses, the feet reaches to the breasts, and the kumkum came from there. And when Krishna walked on the shrubs and grass in Vrindavan, it got smeared on them. This does not have to be physically, even mentally can produce Sri Kumkum, my dear friend. Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti tells another story of lovely Gopi, and tells us Sri Kumkum came from there. Swami Akhandanand Saraswati Ji Maharaj says, it came from the gopis of Vrindavan, but how can Krishna get kumkum from the gopis that early morning after his bath and breakfast, etc.? Even if got somehow, it will be finished by walking in home and street dust. So, my comment is simple. Just like in Mahabharata, in the forest, when Arjuna was totally exhausted wrestling with Lord Shiva, who came in the form of challenging his power in the form of Pulinda youth, then he mentally worshipped the Lord and offered him a lotus garland. And when he opened his eyes, he saw all items of his worship, including lotus garland, was on the form of Pulinda youth. He recognized him. Same is the case all over the world. Wherever Lord is worshipped mentally or physically and embraced, the Sri Kumkum pasted breast of female devotees all went to the lotus feet of Krishna every day morning, because the Brahma Muhurta or dawn is the time that they all do worship. Every morning his feet are reddish. It goes on reddening his feet, okay, all along till 9:30 a.m. by the late worshippers and the household ladies mostly worship late. It is an ongoing process. So the Sri Kumkum came from not only gopis, but from all worshippers throughout the world, physical or mental worship. From all these, the Sri Kumkum is going on. And throughout the world, somewhere somebody is worshipping already. So his feet have Sri Kumkum all the time. And that got smeared on the grasses of Sri Vrindavan. And as Krishna walked, grasses were colored with Sri Kumkum. And when Pulinda girls are overflooded with loving emotions to unite with Krishna, they carefully picked up these Sri Kumkum from the grass and shrubs of Vrindavan and smear them on their faces and breasts. Thus they calm their fire of union, and they got ambrosial embrace. Limpandayanana bhujeshu jagustadaudim Antaya madhiravala haridasavaryo Yadrama Krishna charana sparsha pramoda Maram danodi durgo ganayodayoryad Pani asuyavasakandarakandamulai. Oh dear friends, Gopi says, look at this Giri Govardhan. He serves our beloved so greatly. Atti iti adriki. Krishna served him big eating during the festival Annakoot of bucket full of kheer and rabdi and rasmalai and rasgulla and bucket full of puris and vegetables and palak paneer and thousands of sweet balls and thousands of varieties of vegetables. That's how he eats. Same way, he worships opulently too. There are 5 itemed worship, 10, 16, 18, 60 and 64 itemed worships as well. Then there are Rajopachar, Maharajopachar worships. And Giri Govardhan does all and much more. Not only he worships our beloved, but also Sahago Ganayostayorya. Two, that's two. All the cows and gopas, to all cows and gopas walking with him, he worships. He worships all of them. Manam Tanoti. Not a dry lip service, not an empty honor, but also offers nectarine water, green grasses, coral caves for shelter in rain, kunja and nikunja bowers to hide and play. He feasts with kanda to fry and eat, and mullet to eat raw. He is so thrilled, swelled, and fattened by the enthralling touch of the lotus feet of our beloved, looking like made of rocks, clay, and trees, but a very fragile heart is shining luminous inside his form. O Giriraj, you are the best of Haridasas, you are great indeed. Alas, we cannot do anything which even our Giriraj can do. The gopis sighed. Ga gop kairanvano nayatoru dara venusvanaihi kalabadai tanuvritsu sakya aspandanam gadimadam pulagandharunam niryoga pasha krita lakshanayor vichitram. Clean Miskam beach, Krishna beach and Kali beach as well. Fountain source of material pleasure, divine love and power. Krishna emanates this powerful sound through his flute music, Venusvanai. It is not only sound but also songs, Suchurvati. All ragas and raginis filled in his heart, and now he is letting them all out. Aspandanam gadimadam pulakastarunam. Surrounded by cows and little cowboys, Krishna is moving from one forest to another and another. He is also playing his entrancing flute. At that time he has wrapped Niryoga string around his turban and Pasha string on his shoulders. It enhanced his beauty so much that entire nature is filled, my dear. Vines and trees began to smile, rocks and stones began to melt, river Yamuna stopped flowing, all locomotions stilled and stopped and entranced in the divine bliss. एवं विधा भगवतो या वृन्दावनचारिणः वर्णयन्तुमिदो गोप्यः क्रीडास्तन्मयतां ययो. Sri Shukdev Ji Maharaj completes the Venugitam. Dear King Parikshit, recounting to one another transcendental pastimes of the Lord Krishna Vrindavan, who always moves about in his sacred woods, the gopis' inner self became deeply absorbed in him. Are kare badara, tome sham sirane re, tome sham hirane re, manda manda Murali dhuni bhajat kajat madanani sanere. O dear King Parikshit, Shukdev Ji continued, my dear friend, The fame of flute-playing Krishna is fading in all directions even to this day, and millions of years later in the world of love yogis and yoginis of Vrindavan. Just like in the lakes, growing catkins explode their white cotton seeds all around, just like that. Like pure heart of love intoxicated one, the fully white, clean earth and crystal sky overhead appeared vast and cosmic. Sky is looking like wearing the dress of an ascetic, with thin white clouds instead of dark clouds of rainy season, my dear. Like beautiful, cheerful faces of newly wedded housewives in a joint family of India. The long billed storks, ducks and swans are quaking near the river just like that. As the dusk descends, moon shines as if rubbed on a polishing stone and gotten brilliant effulgence, as if ointment smeared on the person of the Ottoman lady. The stars are twinkling in the sky. Transparent waters reflecting the moon as the wisdom of the Vedic culture instantly, instantly shines forth in the mind of an unconfused, clean-hearted person, just like that. Wind is teaching the lotuses of ponds and rivers to dance, rock and roll, back and forth. With her scented, gentle, aromatic breeze, Atman lady, dressed and ornamented herself as a bride, now enchanting and pleasing the mind of Krishna. Oh, look, look, friends up! Krishna tells his friends at times, fingering up at the flocks of geese flying and quaking overhead. Big perfuming kadamba flowers have blossomed, and friends pick them and make big garland and decorate Krishna with them. Krishna is laughing, looking so elegant. Krishna is laughing, my dear, looking so elegant with the crest of fresh, iridescent peacock feathers. When he finds dancing peacocks and peons, considering him to as as one of them, then to cheer up his friends, he also starts dancing like them, and competition begins. Krishna wins at times. नाचत मोरनी संग श्याम श्यामाहिर जावत कोकिलायलापत पपिहरा गावत मेघ मृदंग बजावत ऋषि राधे हसी कंठ लगावत. This dance is still enacted in Vrindavan during the month of Shravan and Sharat Poonam, my dear friend. Please come, you are invited warmly to have a look. See, Hodapari Moraniyo Shame. Oh, now look at the peacock feather. Beautiful locks of Krishna's curly dark hair. Kanika, Amalta's flowers hung over his ears, dangling exquisitely on his cheek. Wrapped in an effulgent golden pitambara and Vajanti garland hanging from his neck. Dressed as best of dancers, Krishna plays with his friends in Vrindavan all day. Now he felt a tinge of torment to meet his beloved doe-eyed gopis, who have shot him with the arrows of their sidelong glances. While walking along the path, Krishna leaves his footprints of lotus cones good and hot, holding his flute to his leaf-like lips. He plays Malav Sri Ram as his fingers dance deftly over its whole. Great flood of nectar spread out in the space, my dear, where variety of tunes begin to emanate and flow. Look, streams of Ragini's ragas began to ooze from his dazzling, smiling face. These melodies, entwined with marvelous sweet pastime, thrilled and spaced out all living beings of the world. Rivers, ponds, ditches, and fountain water are freezing to solid gems. Hard rocks of mountains are melting into rivers of ecstasy. Dead trees springing to life with fresh green leaves. It went to the silent caves of Himalayas and maddened the entranced sages, yogis into bliss of a new kind. Birds and animals got transfixed on gorgeous, splendid, smiling face of Krishna. With great yearning, longing, and torment, the gopis gathered in mango grove and looked into the direction of the flute sound coming. They wished to turn down where Krishna is standing, but they wished to run down to Krishna. But to their utter surprise, Krishna appeared right there, wearing on his peacock feather crown, wearing on his head peacock feather crown, radiant sandal-pasted forehead, lotus face, framed by thick glossy locks of his dark blue hair, swinging thick garlands up to his knees, and bouquet of fresh flowers, twigs and leaves and mineral powder, gracing, decorating each of the limbs. Oh, like drama actor, walking on the stage just like that, he arrived there, my dear. The gopis sigh and sigh and sigh as if drinking him through their eyes. Their throats choked up, tossed by insurmountable waves of longing to embrace Krishna. The gopis opened their hearts. Gopis opened their hearts. And lo, बीजन लागेरी दो जन अचरा की ओट करत दो जन प्रेम सिंधु वृंदावे बिना जाको आदिनयन जा कलोलत रहत नित युगल किशोरयनादि न्यारो है सब लोक से वृंदावन निज गे खेलत लाड़ी लाल जहाँ बीजे परम सने महाजोरी चलत दो रसिक लाड़ी लीलार देखो ऐसी भांति छवि चितवनी नैन विशाल आज प्रभात लता मंदिर में सुख बरसत अति हर्ष युगलवर गौर श्याम अभिराम रंग भरे लटकी लटकी पग धरत यवनी पर. All gopis entered in Bhavalok and began to see in the television of their अनाहत चक्र आजो निकुंज मंजु में खेलत नवल किशोर नवीन किशोरी अति अनुपमाय अनुराग परस्पर सुनि अभूत भूतल पर जोरी गौर श्याम भुज कलह मनोहर नीवी बंधन मोचत डोरी। आज नागरे किशोर भावती विचित्र जोरी कहा कहा यंग यंग परम माधुरी गरद गेले गंड मेले बाहुदंड गंड गंड परस तरस रास लास मंडली जुरी झूलत दो नवल हिंडोले विमल पुलिन जल कमल कुंज मधि चितवत नयन सलोने आजु बना अद्भुत वर्षा बरसी सजल श्याम घन संग सुदामिनी बरभामिनी हर्षी। ये श्री राधा मुरलीधरयो श्रीलपादारविन्द स्पर्शानन्दान्मुलगितधनुष्यन्दमानाकृधारा यन्मुष्माद्यै स्वयमतिरसातौ मिथो वेशयेताम् वृन्दारण्यद्रुमदनुमहाधन्यधन्यान्नमस्तान् पुष्पासारे वदति गगनान्दुभौ देवतानाम् दिव्योन्मादे मलयपवने वातिभात्यद्भुतेन्दौ वृन्दारण्ये विपुलपुलिने म्रोद्धरद्गन्धचूर्णे राधा कृष्णौ स्मर निज सखी मण्डली चित्रनृत्यौ। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय।